Now from the second city of Chicago, head down Lakeshore Drive and you find venerable Soldier Field, home of the Bears. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. With my partner Greg Olson, Mike Tirico, Joey Sly, set to get this one going. It's gonna be a wet one. Here we go from the second city. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. He'll run here with the rookie. And he'll take it for 4 yards on that game's first play. From the 24 now, here's second and 6. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He was looking for that cutback lane, but it never developed. Tracked down behind the line.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes third down. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and they have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage. And I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet you he's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
Here we go.
Once again, it's Jacobs. They're going to work this down inside the 45. Give them 14 on that one. First down, Packers.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And I'll tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. There he goes again. And he will score. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Packers. That touchdown #1 for him on the year. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him. And that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
He'll get this ahead for about 3. William Bradley comes up from the safety spot to bring him down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up third.
This is 3rd and 6.
Vegas! What is hold up?
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And that is incomplete.
But I think it would be a bit of an understatement, Mike, to say that this offense has come out today a bit flat. They haven't picked up a single first down through the first 2 drives, and barring a really aggressive decision here, they'll have to wait till their 3rd series to see if they can make it happen.
And they'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Ready. Yellow. 43. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Yep. Ready.
Here's a first carry for their running back. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Third down and 9.
Come on. Set. Ready.
From the gun, it's Love. Going up top. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. So the drive stalls out, and here's the Aussie, Mitch Wisnowski, to punt. And back deep is Quez Watkins. Now a hit, and he lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery.
You know, it's so hard to say what goes wrong on these bad snaps, Mike. You know, sometimes it's mechanics, sometimes it's concentration, sometimes, frankly, it's just bad luck and things go sideways, but he puts a little bit too much juice on it, ends up out of the punter's reach, and now they're heading back to the sideline knowing they just put their defense in a really bad spot.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
Here we go. Here we go.
Good play action with Love. Flush to his right. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Set. Hut. 52. Blue.
In motion, Reed. From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Love.
this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. When you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield, it doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Makes the score. Packers 14. Bears nothing. Jody Slide set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Slide to kick it away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line.
What is it on?
Drive will start on the ground, and he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
He was brought down by Javon Bullard. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
They'll stick with him again. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
3rd and short yardage. Here's Williams. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Bears first down.
These third down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Putting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 7.
What is it? Vegas, Vegas!
And this defense not fooled by the option. They stick with the running back, and they get him down for no gain.
I just don't love the look of this offense so far in this game, Mike. I mean, this first half, they've been flat, they've been lethargic, there hasn't been a lot of urgency, and we saw it again on this last play. Simple handoff, no gain, same story.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. He'll get this out wide, and he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain, and that'll set up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Here's Torrey Taylor now, as he's on to punt for Chicago. That one hits at the 10. No one there to stop it, though. Bounds into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. We are through 1. It's the Packers on top. We're back to Soldier Field after this.
Come on, set!
In motion, it's Golden.
43. Hut, hut.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Room to run at the 35. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. A big-time run by Jacobs. 35 yards.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go, set! 45, wide.
He'll run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 9.
Ready.
To throw is Love. The catch is made. This is Tucker Kraft. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Now Love. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield. Here's Mitch Wisnowski now. They'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. Taken at the 19. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Here's a run going left. And he'll try to keep his footing. Manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-happy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
They get 16 on that connection. First down, Chicago.
What is it up? Jordan.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
On second down, it's Williams. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
They just desperately need to get something positive going here, Mike. It just feels like they're a play away from really jump-starting everything they've talked about being good at throughout the course of the week's prep. And it's really been the inability to sustain drives. So critical third downs, better on first and second. Somewhere it's got to pop, and somebody's got to make a play.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Back to the ground after the penalty. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage of the game.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And it looks like he's going to come up just short for the first down. Out of bounds. A yard shy of what they needed. They'll have to pick it up on 3rd down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
And Williams hit the deck there, but after after he picked up the first down. Now this time he'll set up to throw. That's to the Michigan man, Colston Loveland. And he'll take this one in. Colston Loveland. Touchdown, Bears. That is second TD catch of the season.
And that was just a great drive. Really from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass. Really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. You can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns. And that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Down.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. They're trying to hit him with a screen. And that one's just too long to get going. They'll come up and stop him before the lineman to get out to lead the way.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all three levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. That's why they're able to stop him for no gain. Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. That defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
That one caught. That's Matthew Golden. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Let's go. 33, yellow. Ready.
Now Love completes this one. That's Christian Watson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready up. Here we go. Set. Cut.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
Ready. 52 blue. Ready.
Here's Love. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs that sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play. And good job by the defenders tracking him down and took him down for a loss.
Green jack. Set. Cut. Field, black. Ready?
Back to throw is Love. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up fourth down. Here's the punter now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free.
What is up? Yes, 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 yes.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Luther Burden, the intended target, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell. What that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all of the underneath zones, and you run the right concepts with the right quarterback, you can pick them apart.
First and 10 at the 22.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Throwing again, Williams. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Vegas, Vegas.
We'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. That's going to wind up incomplete. There's not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this 1st half.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Pretty interesting 1st half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this 2nd half gets underway. And he will not attempt to return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down.
Come on, Dad.
Love. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away. Packers set to kick this one away. As this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punch it away. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return.
Ready, set.
And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a game of about one. Micah Parsons on the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
From the 48-yard line, here's second and 8.
Go. Liking 18. Watch fire. Watch. Steady.
Here's a designed run. They're going to work this down inside the 45. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Bears first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Give him 12 on that one. They're on the mark. Another first down.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be first and goal.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line.
Down in the red zone, designed quarterback runs are a handful for defenses to account for. But in this case, give them credit. Not a lot of room to maneuver here for the quarterback, and they keep it to a short game.
Ball at the 3, second down and goal.
Ready, set.
They'll try to run this one in. That one only good for a gain of 1 to the 2 to set up third and goal.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
Very good, very good. Watch fire, watch fire, watch fire.
They'll try and throw, and here's Williams. That one taken in. Touchdown, Chicago.
And it really just comes down to the protection. You're sitting there third and goal. You have to give your quarterback the opportunity, Mike, to work through all of his progressions, and you need time to do it. Then it just comes down to making the right read. Touchdown.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Set, ready.
The Bears will use one of their timeouts here, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
Here we go. Red, black 40.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Here's a 2nd and 12.
Ready.
Love to throw. This one is caught by Reed. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
That's one on target to Watson. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
A gain of 26 yards. And the Packers first down.
Okay, right.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Ready. Cut.
From the gun, here comes Jacobs. And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 2.
Down.
In motion, it's Golden.
Ready.
A run up the middle with Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up 1st and goal.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves 1st and goal.
60 ready. 6 ready.
Here's Jacobs. To the pylon, he's in. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Packers. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. 2 choices down there. Either work it up inside or use that speed to the edge. And Greggy's able to sneak it in for the touchdown.
Down here this close, Mike, there's a lot of bodies in there tight. So oftentimes, if you can get the back on the edge, they can rely on that speed, and that's exactly what we saw here. He wins the race to the pylon, and he's rewarded with 6 points.
Following the touchdown, here's Slide to kick it away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
What is up?
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. So, both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 10.
What is it?
On 2nd down, here's a run to begin the 4th quarter. And his defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
What is up?
On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. That is brought in. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Bears. That's his 2nd touchdown of this one. And he's got a half dozen for the year. The game Big-time touchdown here in the fourth quarter and a chance to take the lead with the point after.
Mike, the sideline's going crazy with that late score, but they still need this extra point to take the lead here and see if they can hang on to this fourth quarter lead.
And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. 95. Right, 97. Red, yellow. Set.
Love to throw on 1st and 10. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there to drop him as he registers sack number 4 on the season.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
That's to Reed. He's got it. This has been bizarre from... Second and a mile, a huge gain, but still short of a first down.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
Come on, set.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Rush comes, they're setting up the screen. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
So that's a big first down conversion because, Mike, as you take a look at the game clock, if they play this right, not only do they put themselves in position to score here to win this at the end, but they also can leave very little time left for their opponent to try to go down and answer.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. 17 yards on that play. Good for a Green Bay first down.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, fourth quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
Throw on the run is complete. And he's taken down just shy of the 10. 19 more on that one. And another first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11.
52 points. Hut.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's into the end zone. And they are making it look easy. Touchdown, Green Bay. His second rushing touchdown of the year. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in there to get one more stop?
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
What is up?
Finding room at the 35. Still going. And he will dive into the end zone. 80 yards. Touchdown, Chicago. So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? He's going to let Pat to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35.
Let's go now. Drill, 52. Hut.
On first down, it's Love. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That was good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
That's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the Bears' 46-yard line.
Ready?
From the 46. Here's second down and 2.
Ready, ready. Yellow, 20. Ready.
RPO. That one is complete. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
In motion, it's
Yellow,
Golden.
43. Hut.
Now a give up the middle. He's got space inside the 25. And he will not be quite able to stretch the ball out. They're going to mark him down after that huge run all the way to the one. A big one here in the fourth quarter. 36 yards.
Ready.
Here we go. First and goal.
Check right. Let's go. Check.
They'll run the sneak. And he will drive his way into the end zone. Jordan Love. Touchdown, Packers. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
Bears 28. Joey Sly set to kick off.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
What? Yeah. Really with the, I should probably start a hit, boy, because I got all the hits, boy. All that Drake, you got to chip. I be on my little mouse drip. All that rap to pay your bills.
This is first and 10.
Ready to go. Yeah.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
Tackle at the 25-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Here's second down.
Yes. Ready to go.
They'll drop to throw. Open man downfield is Loveland. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. 22 yards, the pickup there. First down, Chicago.
10 at the 47-yard line.
Vegas. Yeah. Tempo.
They'll run here. I don't think that was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up third down.
Edgerrin Cooper on the coverage.
Touchdown. Vegas.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on fourth down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. They'll indeed go. It's Williams.
All right, Mike, so in this situation, a defensive coordinator has two options. You can sit back and play the pass, or you can be aggressive and go after the quarterback. In this case, they chose the latter, and that's why they were able to force the turnover on downs.
Here we go. Ready?
Up the middle they go. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. It is 2nd and 9.
Opposite. Green. There.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down. The Bears go ahead, take their 3rd and final timeout. Clock shows 50 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. On comes the Packers punting team as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. Looking up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Their catch called for and taken successfully.
At their own 10-yard line.
Here is 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. And it'll be taken down, and that is going to do it. On the comeback falls short. Time runs out. This game is over. So, it's a win here for the visiting Packers. And it is their 3rd consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch. So, that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.
Jumbo jet. It wasn't easy, but nothing is. No. When I feel heavy metal, and I feel that I need when I lie and I'm easy, all of the time, but I'm never sure why I need you. Please, I need you. When I was young, it's not my problem.